Hello everyone. Today I got a nice little piece of mail and a thank you card here that I thought I would share with people here. So it's from Matthew. I won't give his last name because I don't know if he wants to be known, but he goes, Dear Roger, thank you for reading this note first. I would like to thank you for the inspiration that you and all the things that you do and have taught me. It was by your recommendation that I read Henry Hazlitt's Economics in One Lesson, which is a powerful insight into economics and not so subtly politics. So if you haven't read Economics in One Lesson by Henry Hazlitt, go out and buy it today, or you can even get it for free from Mises.org as well. Fantastic book. You will see the world much more clearly. I recommend it often because it is a fantastic book. So Matthew goes on to say, I'm assuming you may find the title of the enclosed book off-putting, but a friend recommended it, and I was intrigued by the statement in the introduction. Study, even as an atheist, you would want insight into how beliefs approach the world, numerous as we are, or as they are. I think you'll find the introduction intriguing. I couldn't help but think about Hazzlit's book multiple times. Example, page 16, with the new jobs and technology, page 31 overall, and more. Regardless, I am so thankful for what you're doing and insights you've provided. I can't imagine the pressure you go through, especially seeing some of the infighting within the Bitcoin space. Thank you for your service and keep up the great work. P.S. The way you've talked about money as a communication tool versus just a means of exchange has really opened my eyes. And I think a lot of people still don't understand that money isn't just something you use to buy things. The money transmits the information of what your wants and desires are and coordinates it with every single other person in the world. And it tells you even things as simple as a card. The transfer of money says, should this card be made out of paper? Should it be made out of plastic? Should it be made out of gold? Should it be made out of who knows what? The pen that it was written with, right? What should the ink be made out of? What should the pen itself be made of? Anytime you buy anything, you're choosing one product over another. You're expressing a preference for that particular product, and then indirectly all the materials that went into producing that product. And when the store owner sells more of that product than more of another one, it tells him that they should buy more from that supplier, and then it coordinates all these millions of people all around the world without any of them having met or knowing anything about each other or their lives or their business at all. It allows everybody to work together to produce the most goods that the most people around the world want. And that's the amazing part about money and prices. And that's why it's so important to allow the money to flow freely and the prices to adjust freely. Because if you block the money from flowing or you block the prices from adjusting, you're blocking that information flow around the world and you're preventing the world from being as prosperous as it otherwise would have been. So the book he sent me, which I have not read yet because I just opened it, and I have to admit the title isn't something that I would normally probably pick up, but it's Business Secrets from the Bible, so by Rabbi Daniel Lapin. So a lot of you may know already, I'm an atheist. I've been an atheist for quite a while, but I was brought up super Christian and religious, and it was actually reading a book called God, the Evidence, Scientific Proof for the Existence of God. That's basically what turned me into an atheist, because I read that book and I thought, if this is the strongest scientific evidence for the proof of the existence of God, I can't believe in God. The evidence isn't strong enough. And then later I read Atheism, the Case Against God by Smith was the last name. Anyhow, read that book and then felt embarrassed for ever having believed much of that sort of stuff. But that doesn't mean, there isn't some interesting, useful insights inside the Bible, I suppose. So maybe next week I will give this book a try. So Matthew, thank you so much for sending this to me. You sent it to me way back on March 17th. It was mailed. I guess the post office is extra slow with the coronavirus world going on. So I just received this on Friday. So thank you for that, Matthew. And anybody, I'll let you know what I think about the business secrets from the Bible later, but I can recommend wholeheartedly Economics in One Lesson by Henry Hazlitt. Everybody should read that today. And maybe you'll be just as inspired as Matthew to study the topic in more depth with other books. So thank you all. See you next time.